That's
If
true.
another soldier bothers me, I'll demonstrate what a crested nobleman can do.
I
Do what
hate
now?
it here.
Why did the druid slap the city guard? It was a natural reaction. What happens when a sorceress polymorphs into a viper? Who knows? None see a difference.
So he only has two. Or maybe they randomize. Whatever. Let me steal that flower from you, lady.
Non-humans don't scheme as many claim, do they? I work too hard.
I'll call the guards.
Yes, yes, you will.
Damn, it's hot in this thing.
Or won't you?
Geralt of Rivia.
In the flesh.
You managed to avoid the quarantine and gain official support. Martial law is in effect. Wartime rules apply.
I'll do my best to comply.
You'd better. Traitors taste steel.
I'll just go through all of them because it seems to be the regular dialogue.
Alright.
What was that about martial law?
King Foltest has declared martial law in Vizima.
Why is that?
The plague's in half the kingdom, and monsters roam the city's streets.
And the quarantine and patrols aren't enough?
Never you mind.
I'm looking for...
I'm a high-ranking officer.
But I just wanted to.
Make way for the Temerian militia!
What brings you here?
Yes?
Godspeed.
He's the same guy.
Of
The
course.
neighborhood has lost charm since they left
I would-
Rabaland.
Door to the night house. Let's leave that. Always. What was that slowdown?
Damn, it's hot in this thing.
No
We give our
idea.
lives to the order. Cast them all. Siegfried spoke of you. Damn, it's hot in this thing.
We know that this guy.
Greetings, Witcher.
The outskirts cramping you?
I was ordered back to Vizima. King Foltest is returning soon. In the meantime, I reward those who tend to public nuisances.
Public nuisances?
Rewards for monsters. Got anything?
What pays well?
A huge wolf has appeared in the swamp, and the locals claim wyverns steal their children.
Wyverns don't hunt humans without provocation.
Locals, nothing but trouble. They probably tried to drive the wyverns off.
Tell me more.
Ask.
Where did you learn about monsters?
Oh, this is
Family
good.
Heirloom. A book wherein all beasts are described and shown. Know what it says there?
What?
Each monster embodies a human iniquity. Devourers, gluttony, vampires, drunkenness.
What's a giant centipede embody?
Oh. Okay, this is not quite as funny as in the Polish version. Basically, a giant centipede in the Polish version has a horrendously long name. And it's like a very scientific almost compared to, you know, like a vampire or a devourer. It's like scolopendromorph,
Right.
and he's like, it's a lot funnier than.
I did get one thing out of that combo, though.
Hmm.
If vampires represent drunkenness, then that means Blarney is the most truthful vampire interpretation ever.
Oh yeah, that is actually a very. This is actually very true. He's not just pulling it out of his ass when it comes to vampires just being gigantic drunkards. It's true to the lore.
So, okay, Blarney is a legit vampire.
When have you ever had any doubts about that?
I know, right?
Let's steal from the guard quarters. Nothing bad can... Oh!
Nothing bad's gonna happen today.
Never gonna use it anyway. May as well just empty all of the things so just that they just don't Okay, this is kind of funny. Because every time you enter the menu, they just load things in. So it just falls down every single time. The same thing actually will happen if your computer is very slow. The model will just not appear there, or it will appear in like this doing jumping jacks position. It's it's a finished game, almost. Like sometimes it feels like it. God damn it! What can I throw? Oh, I haven't read this. Huh. This is interesting. They didn't completely translate the title.
I can't really read it on the screen.
Is pogrom a word in English?
If it is, I've never heard anybody use it, ever. So...
Yeah, they didn't translate it.
Got it.
Yes, it's a word, and it's massacre.
Yeah, it's a word, but in Polish version it's also used the same way. It's weird they would use it here in this way, though. Why can't I just drop something that doesn't even belong to me?
Just pick something up and immediately throw it out.
Been there, done that. This is also an annoying little thing. If you're picking up something from the ground, you don't get the menu and you have to have the empty spot for it. Now, which one was the flail? So it... Okay. This maze just dropped in the weirdest position. It is the flail? Yes, it is. Okay, and now nothing is going to bother me ever again.
Ever.
Well, no, I mean, I've thrown all of their stuff on the ground.
Now they gotta spend all their time picking it up.
They won't. Okay, we had a mission on the cemetery, so may as well take care of it now. And if I recall correctly... Wrong sword.
Whoops.
Yes. You're in a battle position and you move weirdly now, of course. That's how it is, how you do. Now, Actually, if I recall correctly, if we had a different alignment at this point, we kind of have a completely neutral, actually.
Good.
I mean, this is actually the way they want you to play it. Okay, this is a... Yes. A Graveler. Yet another repaint of a freaking ghoul. So yeah, now that's taken care of. We don't really have a reason to go back to the temple quarters. I don't really think there is anything different in the crypt either. I mean, technically there shouldn't be. I know that if we had the alignment with the order, there would be a side quest around here, and we would actually meet a pretty unique character very early on. If you don't have the alignment with the order, you never meet him until like almost the very end of the game.
Nice.
And done.
That shiny blue sword really comes in handy.
Speaking of shiny blue sword, once I find the oh yo.
Are you going to be looking for a shiny red sword and then you can fuse the two into a giant purple sword?
Sadly, no such luck. Ah, is this a party or something? Everybody done? Good.
No one else wants to get frickin' skewered? No.
Well, what am
What a
I missing
shame.
on? Oh, a thing. I think there is a side quest for it. So sorry, fish. We have to part ways here.
Ew, a fish.
I know, right? I had it. I had it just jammed in my pocket all this time. I mean, it's not the worst thing that Geralt is carrying around on him. Once you actually find one of the beasts that he was talking about, if you recall correctly, I'm just going to be wearing the head of the monster on around my leg. And some of them, especially later on, because so far we only had like a vine of an Echinops, so it wasn't quite so disgusting. It just was a vine.
Armed as you are, I'd stay clear of the guards.
But some of the later ones look really hideous.
Those swords
Good to know.
just for show.
No reason to
Are
be
you
here,
ill?
white-haired one.
Well,
Oh.
I mean, more hideous than this game usually is.
Don't like you.
As
Noted.
Cyborg are
Provides more than it seems.
bestest of friends, and sadly I can't pick up anything. I will fix it in a moment.
We'll get to it eventually.
Well, no, I mean there is a bar. There should be a bar around here, if I recall correctly.
Your sword? Did the guild send you?
No one sent me.
Forgive me.
They chased me from the market when I refused to join the guild.
I'm only interested in what you have to offer.
Sorry for my hasty judgment. Please look.
Let me sell you shit. Never gonna use this.